Star. God does not play dice with the universe. Einstein said this, and that one line carries a quiet certainty. If the universe is not random, then the people who enter our lives are not random either. Astrology shows this with surprising clarity. Every person who walks into your life does so because your dasha has shifted, because a transit has opened a doorway, because your karma has reached a point where a lesson must begin. Their timing is not accidental. It is precise. It is intentional. It is design. Let me show you how. Arjun was 29. Sharp mind. Restless energy. No direction. That year he started working under a boss named Prakash, a man of iron discipline. Blunt words, zero looseness. Arjun felt suffocated. But at that exact time, Arjun had entered his Saturn return, Zayut, the period when Saturn arrives with homework, structure, responsibility, or clarity. And yes, pressure. Prakash wasn't just a boss. He was Saturn wearing a formal shirt. 2 years later, Arjun emerged stronger, more stable, more grounded. And when he looked back, he said quietly, "If Prakash hadn't entered my life right then, I would have remained unfinished." Not coincidence. Saturn's timing, sharp, uncompromising. Perfect. Now, Meera. She missed her train by 3 minutes. Annoyed, she sat on a bench. A man nearby fumbled his coffee. She passed him a tissue. A tiny moment. Nothing dramatic. But 5 days before that, her Venus Mahadasha had begun. The long cycle where relationships, warmth, and companionship walk into your life. Not with fireworks, but with gentle precision. That small moment became a conversation. The conversation became connection. Years later, they were married. Meera laughed and said, "If I hadn't missed that train, my whole story would have missed its beginning." But life doesn't miss. Life is exact. Venus opened the door on schedule, and Rohit's story is different. He was sinking, a failed business, debt, sleepless nights, a mind closing in on itself. And right then, after years of silence, an old friend, Karan, called him. Just a simple call. No agenda, no reason. But that week, Jupiter had begun transiting over Rohit's ascendant. The moment Jupiter sends a guide, a mentor, a voice of hope, a hand of support, Karan became that hand. Later, Rohit told him, "You didn't call me, Jupiter did." And he was right. When Jupiter touches your life, help arrives, even if it arrives through an old phone number. And then there is Raya. She met Kabir during her Rahu period. The connection was instant, magnetic, intense, the kind of pull that feels ancient. But when her Rahu phase ended and Ketu began, Kabir disappeared. No message, no reason, just gone. Rahu brings karmic people for experience. Ketu removes karmic people for resolution. His entry was destined. So was his exit. Only later did she understand the design. And that is the truth of our lives. Design, not randomness. We only notice it in hindsight. In the moment, life feels chaotic. But a few years later, you can see the pattern. Why someone arrived. Why someone left. Why someone shook your life. Why someone healed it. Why someone appeared at the exact second your soul needed them. Your dasha shapes the season. Your transits choose the timing. Your karma calls the characters. Your soul picks the lesson. People do not enter your life by accident. They enter when your chart opens the door. No dice, no randomness, only design. And when you look back, you'll see it with absolute clarity. The universe never played dice with the cosmos. And it doesn't play dice with your life either. If this gave you clarity, or helped you see your own story a little differently, do like, subscribe, and share. It helps this work reach those who may need it. And if there's someone whose timing changed your life, I'd love to hear that story in the comments.